Hi, welcome to Samdana Yoga. I'm Melody White, founder of Samdana Yoga. We're getting ready to participate in a foundations class, and I have with me my good friend Kathy Harrison and good friend Karen Hawks, who are teachers as well. So I appreciate them being here, and I appreciate your presence as well. And Lisa's, thank you, Lisa, for being here. So up to this point, we haven't always shared a part of the yoga practice that's very essential and probably some people's favorite part. A lot of people, which is the sutra. So a lot of people are unaware the purpose of the yoga practice. And the purpose of the yoga practice is the cultivation of the soul. The purpose of the asana practice, which we're getting ready to partake in, is part of the overall yoga practice, and it's for the purpose of maintaining the health of the body so that we can focus on the bigger parts of life. As part of that cultivation, as that piece of cultivating the soul, there's often a thought or inspiration shared at the beginning of a class. Maybe it's a personal story, but it's something that may provide a lift to someone or contemplation of something, but it helps us to look within. So as part of our sutras here at the studio at Sacred Space, we try to use a book that we share with our clients here and practitioners, and we're all reading it at the same time so that we can pull inspirational stories from. The one we're using today is The Alchemist, or using this month. And I had not read it before. This is a 25-year-old book, but it's an awesome book. One of my favorite quotes that I have found in this book is what I'm going to share with you now. It says, "To realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation." To realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation. And I thought about that. When I first read it, I thought, well, surely there's more to life than this. But as he goes on to explain what he means by this, is that as you pursue your mission here on earth, you will be given the experiences that may even seem to be a negative force because they can be difficult as they begin to sharpen our spirit and strengthen our will to fulfill our destiny. So in that work, as we move forward to our own mission, we have these experiences that strengthen us and that allow us to participate in other people's lives and them in ours. So it's all part of the plan and it's all working together. One of the things that it shares after sharing that is my second favorite quote from the book. And it says that when we are moving towards our mission or our purpose on earth, the universe conspires in helping us. I thought, what a comforting thought to think that the forces of heaven and earth are with us as we try to move forward with our mission here on earth. That's our thought for the day. We're going to go ahead and move into our practice. Again, it's a foundational practice, and I look forward to seeing you again at the end of class. We're going to start in child's pose. And just start connecting to the breath here. Perhaps let the knees even come out wide and let your heart surrender towards the earth. Let go of your worries, your expectations. Connecting to your breath and bringing yourself present to this moment through this connection to the breath. You have 3 more deep breaths here. We'll make our way to hip circle. So on an inhale, move over to your right side, over to the right hip, pull forward, and on the exhale, move to the left. Take a total of 4, moving right to left. Oh, I said four more, so a total of 5. I'm sorry, total of 5, and then we'll make 5 in the other direction. I like those odd numbers better. As your body finds balance to both sides, we'll move back in child. And then bring your focus just behind your belly button. This is the place from which you'll move between these two next poses. We're moving between child and modified plank, and you'll roll forward. So on an inhale, roll forward to modified plank. On an exhale, moving from the center, push back to child. Take 2 more with your breath pattern, meeting back in child. Next inhale, come forward, hands and knees. Exhale, round for cat. And inhale, pull the heart forward for cow. Shoulders rolling back, gaze is up, tailbones up. Exhale, round for cat. 2 more, inhale, pull forward. And exhale, round. Last one at your breath. Then your next inhale will bring a neutral spine. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, and make your way to down dog. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, right heel down, left knee bends. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, other side. Inhale, lift the toes, and exhale, drop both heels. Then hold here for a couple of more breaths, pushing away from the earth, lifting up through the hips, and transition that weight down to the feet and under the mat. And up through the hands to the hips. 1 more full breath here. As you start to transition to 3-point, your left foot slides over just a couple inches towards the center so the body can feel like a tripod when the right leg lifts. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, step between the hands. Even if you have to drag the foot there and your hands can come on blocks, you're in a runner's lunge. Next inhale, back leg lifts, grounded airplane. Exhale, fold, left foot by the right. Feet don't have to touch but can. Inhale, pull the spine long. Exhale, fold. Then bend the knees and gently roll up to standing, inhaling as you do. And a big exhale out through the mouth, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, back to Ujjayi breath. Soft bend in the knees and bring it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees. The hands can be on blocks or you can palm the mat. Left foot steps back. And your right foot joins and you're in a plank position. You can be in plank or modified plank. And you'll take an inhale here and exhale, slowly lower down to the belly. Make your way to Sphinx pose. The elbows are under the shoulders. The forearms can rest on the earth. The hands can even clasp if you prefer prayer position. But you're pressing into those forearms, reaching through those toes, pulling the heart forward. Shoulder blades roll down and back. When you have 4 more breaths here. Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, return the heart to the earth. Let's bring our hands behind our shoulders. We're going to press into extended cobra. So reach through the toes, lengthen the tailbone, inhale up to extended cobra. And then on the exhale, drop the heart back down and gently push it back to child. Next, inhale, come forward, hands and knees. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, left heel down, right knee bends. Inhale, lift the toes, and exhale, other side. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, drop both heels, and you have a couple more breaths here. If your hamstrings are super tight, let your feet come wider. Check in with your hands and make sure the fingers are making contact and the fingers are spread nice and wide. As we transition to 3-point, the right foot slides over just a couple inches towards that left foot. Then inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Next, inhale, back leg lifts, grounded airplane. Exhale, fold, right foot by the left. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees and inhale, rise, fingertips reach. Big sigh out through the mouth, hands to heart. Inhale, reach it up. Soft bend in the knees and bring it down. Inhale, pull the spine long. Exhale, fold. Hands on blocks or on the mat. Bend the knees and palm. And then the right foot steps back. You're in a runner's lunge. And the left foot joins and you're in plank. Take an inhale here. And then Karen, can you show the modified? Dropping down to the knees. And she still rolls her shoulders back. And then on the exhale, we'll lower to the belly. Thank you. And you go ahead and do the same thing. Thank you, guys. We're coming to Sphinx once again. Got 3 more breaths here. Well, transitioning, so we're going to be transitioning back to that extended cobra, but if you prefer the Sphinx, you can stay here. Otherwise, take an inhale, exhale, heart down, bring the hands behind the shoulders, reach through your toes, lengthen your tailbone, then press into the palms and lift the heart up. Exhaling here, hold for another breath. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, drop the heart back down and push it back to child. Next, inhale, come forward, hands and knees. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, lower the heels, and you have 3 more breaths here. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, lower the heels. Walk your hands back towards your feet for a forward fold at the back of your mat. If your hamstrings are tight, you can widen the feet here. You can place blocks under the hands. Once you get to the back of your mat, on an inhale, push into your feet to pull the heart forward. This is halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Then bend the knees and gently roll up to standing. Fingertips reach. Big sigh, hands to heart. 3 prana building breaths here. Inhale, reach up. Gather prana here. The body might sway heel to toe. It might not. But you're pulling prana in from the energy above you. That's what prana itself is. Then hold the breath, lift the heart, spread the wings. Reach it up. Big sigh out through the mouth, hands to heart. 2 more. Inhale, take it up. Begin to gather prana. Hold the breath, lift the heart, push off the earth, spread the wings. Reach it up. Big sigh, hands to heart. Last one, and you'll do it on your own, and we'll be back at heart center. So let the inhale start to direct the movement. Inhale, reach the hands up, soft bend in the knees, and bring it back down to a fold. Inhale, pull your spine nice and long. Exhale, fold. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees like you're sitting in a chair. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Then inhale, straighten. Pull the spine nice and long. And exhale, fold. Then soften the knees and inhale, rise, fingertips reach. Big sigh, hands to heart. Directing the hands forward. Inhale, reach the hands forward. Exhale, bring the hands behind you, clasp the hands and roll the shoulders back. You can stay in stillness here, or if you'd like this movement, you can follow us here on an inhale, rise to the toes, lifting the heels. Exhale, lower the heels and lift the toes. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower the heels and lift the toes. Last one, inhale, lifting the heels. Exhale, lower the heels and lift the toes. Then lower the toes, plant the feet, lengthen your tailbone, pull your belly button back towards your backbone. Start to lift your rib cage up from the hips. Heart lifts up. Gaze comes to sky. You're in stargazer. You can take it into as much back extension as it works for you. You have about 3 more breaths here. Let your next inhale start to lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Let the exhale release the hands. Let your next inhale reach the hands up. And exhale out through the mouth, hands to heart. Back to Ujjayi. Inhale, reach up, soft bend in the knees and bring it down to a fold. Inhale, pull the spine nice and long. Exhale, fold. Then pull the spine long, bend the left knee, left hand down, and then right hand to sky. Your left hand can be on a block. You want the shoulders to stack. Let your next exhale, bring the right hand down, bend the right knee, and inhale, left hand to sky. Next exhale brings the left hand down. Inhale, pull your spine nice and long, and exhale, fold. We're going to take these twists again, and we're going to start to the left. So pull the spine nice and long, bend the right knee, right hand down, inhale, left hand to sky. Exhale, left hand down, bend the left knee, and inhale, right hand to sky. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Once again, bend the knees and inhale, rise, fingertips reach. Big sigh, hands to heart. Moving into side body. Inhale, reach the hands up. And as you exhale, left hand holds right wrist. Inhale, push the palm up, lengthen the tailbone. Exhale, over to the left. Then let the left hand slide to clasp the fingertips. Drop the left elbow down. Press the back of the head wherever it lands on the right arm. On an inhale, reach up. Now as you exhale, let that left hand stretch the right. Inhale, separate the hands, drop the shoulders. Big sigh, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand holds left wrist. Inhale, push the palm up, lengthen the tailbone. Exhale, over to the right, left side body stretch. Let the right hand slide down to grip the left fingertips. Right elbow comes down and you press the back of the head into the left arm. Breathing here. Inhale, reach this up, and as you exhale, that right hand's going to stretch the left palm. Separate the hands. Inhale, reach up, drop the shoulders. Big sigh, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, soft bend in the knees, and bring it back down to a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold to hold. You have about 5-6 breaths here. Your hands can be on blocks, but you want the weight in the center of the foot, so you're not rocking back into the heels. And of course, As you move towards the front of the foot, you don't want the heels to lift either. So you want to feel equal in the feet. Let the weight of the head pull the neck nice and long. If you feel there's tension and you want to move the head side to side, you certainly can. Listen to your body. Follow it where it wants to go. And if there's something that I suggest that is not right for your body, then please avoid taking it and take what your body is speaking to you to take. Releasing any bind. On an inhale, pull the spine long, and as you exhale, turn the feet out. Sit down between the feet for Hindi squat or malasana. Allow the palms to press together as you try to open the shoulders, and then press into your triceps to help open the hips. Your gaze can be forward or down towards the fingertips. And perhaps place your intention for your practice here. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, return the hands to the earth. Lift the hips up, turn the toes forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Now, if you'd like to try a flat back rise, push into your big toes and see if you can feel your belly engage. Then pull your heart forward, hinging from the hips. Take your arms out to the side. If you feel this in your legs and not in your low back, then push into your feet and inhale, rise, fingertips reach. Big exhale out through the mouth, hands to heart. If you ever feel this in your back, then you want to proceed with bending the knees to lift up and down. We're going to go ahead and step to the top of our mat, as this is a foundations class, and we won't work off of a vinyasa or off the back of the mat. We'll start with hands at heart center. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, bow, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. The left foot steps back. We're moving to warrior two, so spin the back heel down, and your feet will be in line, meaning the front heel bisects the back arch. Then bring your right hand to your right thigh and your left hand to your left hip and come up for warrior two. And then you can deepen your stance here if you need, walk the feet further apart or lessen it, and then add the arms. You're here for about 4 more breaths. You want to feel centered between the feet, meaning you're not surfing forward or surfing back. Check in to make sure your front knee is not in front of the ankle. You want the front knee to line up with the ankle or to be slightly behind it. Pushing off that right foot, inhale, straight leg reverse, reach it up. Exhale, cartwheel back down to your runner's lunge, the back heel lifts. Inhale, grounded airplane, back leg lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pull your spine long. Exhale, fold. Then choose your path up, whether it's flat back or bent knees, and rise. Big sigh, hands to heart. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bow, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Then your right foot steps back. Spin your back heel down. Once again, check your foot pattern. Make sure they're in line. And then bring your left hand to your left thigh, your right hand to your hip as you rise your body up with stability, and add the arms. You can deepen if you want by walking the toes forward. You can back off by pulling up out of the hip. Choose what works for you. Nice, guys. Remember, always listen to your body. Every day is different. Where you went yesterday may not be where your body needs to go today, or vice versa. Inhale, straight leg reverse, reach it up, pushing off that left foot. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to your runner's lunge. Next, inhale, back leg lifts, grounded airplane. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. and exhale, fold. Choose your path up and rise, inhaling as you do. Big exhale out through the mouth, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Then left foot steps back. Spin the back heel down. And maybe you try cartwheel opening this time. You don't have to. You can come to warrior two as you like, or you can cartwheel the arms open. But this is the pose that we'll work off as we rotate around on the mat. So take an inhale here and then exhale, moving to modified side angle, right forearm, right thigh. The left hip is stacking over the right. The left hand is to sky, so the hips stack first, the shoulders second. Now, this may be, like often this is where I stay in my practice. If you do not have enough sensation and you want to go for full side angle, you can slide that right hand inside the right foot. And the main thing you want to make sure is that your heart stays open. Sometimes we're in that in-between state, so we need a block under our hands. You have 3 more breaths here. We'll transition with the breath. So inhale, reach to your left hand. Exhale, let the left hand sweep the earth as you pivot a quarter turn towards the left for a wide leg fold. On the inhale, pull your spine nice and long, and exhale, fold. And you're just tapping into the left side of this circle. And then we're going to move into a twist. So let the inhale pull the heart forward. Let the exhale place the right hand under the face. Then let your next inhale take the left hand to sky. Let your next exhale, whenever that is, bring the left hand back down. Inhale, pull the spine long, and exhale, fold. Let your knees soften as you begin to take movement, pivot a quarter turn towards the left. You're in a runner's lunge facing the back. On the inhale, grounded airplane, back leg lifts. Exhale, fold, right foot meets the left. Inhale, pull your spine nice and long. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, rise, fingertips reach. Big sigh, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, choose your path down. Inhale, pull your spine long. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back again. Spin the back heel down. Make your way to warrior two as it suits you. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, serve the torso forward. Right hand down and left hand to sky. You have a couple more breaths here in triangle pose. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, let your right knee bend so that the left hand can sweep the earth as you pivot a quarter turn towards the left. You're in a wide leg fold. Inhale, pull the spine nice and long. Exhale, fold. Then pull the spine long. Exhale, right hand under the face. Let your next inhale take the left hand to sky and reach. On the exhale, return the left hand to the earth. Inhale, pull the spine long. Exhale, fold. Pivot a quarter turn towards the left. You're in a runner's lunge, and we're going to use this lunge here at the top of the mat. So we're going to take that twist again. Pull your spine long, right hand down, left hand to sky. You're in a revolve side angle. Inner thighs squeeze together and help support maintain the stability. You have a couple more breaths here. Your right hand could be on a block for support. Take an inhale here. Now exhale, left hand down, drop the back knee and push it back to splits prep. Inhale, gently roll forward. and exhale, push back. Then inhale, come forward. Exhale, tuck the back toes, come off the back knee, and inhale, grounded airplane, back leg lifts. Exhale, fold, right foot by the left. Inhale, pull the spine nice and long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, fingertips reach. Big sigh, hands to heart. And we'll move into tree pose, standing on the left foot. Right foot comes up where you want it to be for your tree. Hands can be wherever supports your tree. Three more breaths here. As we transition out, we're moving into Krishna with the energy still pushing to the left. So inhale, reach the hands up, pull the right knee in. There's your center point. Exhale, cross over for Krishna. Right knee bends as you push the right palm towards the window or towards the left side of your room and left hand to sky. It's our window here. Next, inhale, push off that right foot, bring it back by the left, reach the hands up, and on the exhale, come all the way through center. Inhale, take it out and up, and exhale, pause at the heart. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, separate the feet for mountain pose. Level the chin. You're pressing into the earth, but there's a gentle bend in the knees. The tailbones lengthen, the belly button's pulled back, the shoulders are rolled back, the chin is level, and there's a lift through the crown of the head. 3 more breaths. On an inhale, widen the palm, reach the hands up. Big exhale, hands to heart. Back to Ujjayi breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, choose your path down, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. The right foot steps back. Spin the back heel down. And choose your path up to warrior 2 on the inhale. Exhaling into your warrior 2. Then inhale here, exhale, modified side angle. Left forearm, left thigh, right hip over the left, right hand to sky. And the energy's turned on in every part of the body. So you want to really reach those fingertips, whether they're lifted to sky or whether the hand is extended forward from the knee. Now, if you need more sensation, you can deepen to full side angle, dropping that left hand inside the left foot. Couple more breaths here. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, let the right hand sweep the earth and pivot a quarter turn towards the right. You're in a wide leg fold, facing our door, facing your right side wall. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, pull the spine long. Exhale, left hand under the face, and let the inhale take the right hand to sky. Exhaling here. Then take an inhale, and as you exhale, return the right hand to the earth. Inhale, pull the spine long. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees and pivot a quarter turn towards the right. You're in a runner's lunge facing the back. Next, inhale, grounded airplane, back leg lifts. Exhale, fold, left foot by the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, choosing your path up. Exhale, out through the mouth, hands to heart center. Back to Ujjayi. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bow, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back. Spin the back heel down. Make your way on the inhale to warrior 2. Exhaling here and setting up your base. And then we'll use this base as we move into triangle pose. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, surf the torso forward. Left hand down. Right hand to sky. And the right hip is stacking over the left. So hips stack and shoulders stack. Mindful that you're letting the hips be the director of the pose and not the shoulders. A couple more breaths here. Triangle pose is a pose that serves all constitutional makeups, so most people enjoy this pose. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, let your left knee bend so your right hand can sweep the earth, and you're pivoting a quarter turn towards the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And before we move into our twist pattern, since this is the back side of the whole mandala, then we're going to hold here. So you can walk the hands through, you can walk the hands forward, the hands can stay under the shoulders, the hands can grab the ankles, the toes. Do what works for you. And you're going to have about 5-6 breaths here. Allow the hands to come under the shoulders. Inhale, pull the spine nice and long. Exhale, fold just to reset the spine. And then we'll start our twist pattern. So pull the spine long. Then let the exhale place the left hand under the face. Let the next inhale take the right arm to sky. And let the next exhale return the right hand down. Inhale, pull the spine long. Exhale, fold. Pivot a quarter turn towards the right. So you're in a runner's lunge facing the front of your mat. We're going to use this runner's lunge to move into another twist. So pull the spine long, squeeze the inner thighs together, left hand down, right hand to sky. Revolve side angle. About 4 or 5 more breaths here. So you want to be light on that left hand. I mean, you don't want to dump into the wrist. So you want squeezing the inner thighs together and trying to shoot the heart forward, engaging the bottom bandha, and even Uddiyana Bandha Mula helps to support this pose. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, right hand comes down, back knee drops down, push it back to splits prep. Inhale, gently roll forward. Exhale, push back. Then inhale, come forward. Exhale, tuck the back toes, come off the back knee, and inhale, grounded airplane. Exhale, fold, left foot by the right. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, fingertips reach. Big sigh, hands to heart. And then tree standing on the right foot. Your left foot can be on the floor, below the knee, above the knee, or even in half lotus. As you can see, Karen on the left, she has it above the knee, and Kathy has it in half lotus. If either of these postures are too extreme for you, you can always have the foot just on the floor below the knee. You have a couple more breaths here. Transitioning to Krishna's, inhale, reach up, pull your left knee in. There's your center point. Exhale, gently cross it over the right foot, bending the left knee. Push the energy towards the right, so you're twisting here. Let your next inhale push off that left foot to bring it back by the right. Reach the hands up, big sigh through the center. Inhale, take it out and up, and exhale, pause at the heart. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, separate the feet for mountain pose. Once again, check in with the feet. They're planted in the earth. There's a soft bend in the knees. The tailbone's lengthened, belly button toward the backbone, shoulders roll back, chin is level, reach through the crown of the head. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, widen the palms, reach the hands up. Big sigh out through the mouth, hands to heart. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bow, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Then Come down to a toe squat. Gently rock your body so you're coming down onto your bottom. We're going to rock back and forth 5 times and then up to seated. You can avoid this part of the practice if you don't like it and just meet us in seated. And of course, if a toe squat is not in your practice, you can always just come to the floor and then take them from there. Okay, so we want to scoot our bottoms to the center of the mat. We're going to extend the left leg. We're moving into tree with the right knee bent. So left leg extends, right heel pulls in. And we're going to take a twist first. So inhale, your right hand reaches up. Exhale, your right hand behind you and your left hand to the outside of that right knee. Take 3 more breaths here, and on the inhales, lengthen, and as the exhales, twist. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, return the heart to face forward. And then you're going to take that right leg and cross it over the left. Then you're going to fold the left leg behind you if you can. Or, underneath right there. That is not in my wheelhouse. But so you want that right knee in the center of the chest, and you're taking another twist here. So inhale your right hand up, exhale your right hand behind you, and you use that hand to keep the hips pressed forward in a forward tilt. Then either the left hand or the left elbow goes past the right knee. Some people can bind here. They can fold in, and Kathy is working towards her bind. And once she takes that bind, she's pressing to the sit bones to continue the twist, which even is more intense. Gently release any bind, take an inhale, and as you exhale, return the heart to face forward again. Unfold the legs, extending the left leg straight out, then pull that right heel back in for tree on the floor. This time we're going to fold in our tree. So let's start with the hands behind us and make sure that the hips are tilted forward. If this is enough sensation, as you can see right here, the girls are pushing from behind and trying to hinge from the hips, and both of them have that ability to do that. If you have a lot of sensation here, stay here. If you do not, and the hips are tilted forward, reach the hands up on the inhale, and hinging from the hips, bow it forward. Once you're forward, you want the hands to hold something. So some people can reach their foot, but some people can't. Your hands can lay on the mat and draw the heart forward. It doesn't have to be able to reach the extended leg. You're here for about 5 more full breaths. Slowly on an inhale, lift the heart up. As you exhale, extend the right foot out by the left. Bring your hands just by your hips. And we want to flex the feet, toes towards the shin. We're going to be in Dandasana for about 5 breaths, which this is a major neutralizer in the Samdana practice. There's not a lot of weight in the hands. I mean, there can be if you need it, but you're trying to let the torso and the muscles of the belly and of the torso keep the body nice and erect. So the legs are engaged, which is what's against the earth. You want the tailbone to point down and pull your belly button towards your backbone. Your shoulder blades are rolled back, your chin is level, but there's not a lot of weight, if any, in the hands. Two more breaths here. Now take an inhale, and as you exhale, let the body kind of disengage as far as trying to keep it lifted. And then bring that left heel in, and the right leg stays extended, and we'll start with our twist patterns to the left. Inhale, the left hand reaches up, and you want to find length here. And as you exhale, the left hand comes behind you. Gently place the right hand to the outside of the left knee. On the inhale, lengthen through the spine. On the exhales, twist to the left. Have about 3 more breaths here. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, return the heart forward. Take that left leg and cross it over the right. Then fold that right leg. Now, if your right leg will not fold, you can leave it extended. That would be me. We're taking a twist again, so we'll follow the same pattern. Inhale, lifts the left hand to sky, and the exhale brings it behind you. And this left hand you're using to help keep the hips, the body up straight, hips tilted forward. Then you're taking that right, either hand or elbow past the left knee, and you can stay here and lengthen, or you can bind if you like. Now, if you're going for the bind, make sure the shoulders, the right shoulder is past that knee. Nice. And from either position, you press through the sit bones, lengthen, and twist to the left. Another full breath here. Now take an inhale, and as you exhale, release any bind and turn the heart back to the front. Unfold the legs, so the right leg's going to extend, and that left leg is going to come back into tree position. We'll start with our hands behind us. The inhale is going to lift the heart, and on the exhale, you're going to try to push the body forward, trying to push the hips into a forward tilt or anterior tilt. If you don't have enough sensation, then on the inhale, reach the hands to sky, and on the exhale, hinging from the hips, fold it forward. You have about 5 more breaths here. Transition out of this. Inhale, slowly lift up. Let the exhale extend the left foot by the right. Then hands come down by the hips, feet flex, and you're in Dandasana again. Tailbones lengthen, belly buttons pulled towards the backbone. Couple more breaths. Then we're going to move into belly pushes. Karen on your left is going to move into the modified belly push, which is reverse tabletop. And Kathy on your right is going to move into the full variation of reverse plank. So if you're moving into the modified, you're going to let the knees bend and the feet are to the floor. If you're moving into the full, you see how Kathy's extending? And on the inhale, you're going to lift the hips up, and so you're pushing the belly towards the sky. Hold for a couple more breaths. And the feet can be hip distance if it feels better to you right there. Now on the exhale, you're going to sit the hips back towards the hands. And then on the inhale, rise back to it. Whether the knees are bent or legs extended. Exhaling here and hold and breathe. 2 more breaths. Taking an inhale, and as you exhale, sitting the hips back down And if they won't slip through, they can just sit on the floor. And then one more. Inhale, lifts the hips back up for pushing the belly to the sky. Exhaling here, and 2 more breaths. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring the hips back down. They can rest completely on the mat. Then bend the knees if they're not already, and you're going to come onto your back. You're going to avoid hugging the knees into the chest, though, because we're going to move into bridge pose. Let your feet be hip distance apart. So your ankles are under your knees. The feet are facing forward, and you're going to lengthen your tailbone so that your low back or the lumbar spine presses towards the mat. You don't want to tuck it, so you don't want to reverse it, but just lengthened. And then push on into your feet. Now, on an inhale, lift the hips. So you're using the quads, the thigh muscles to help lift the body. Now, you can certainly stay lifted the whole time if you wanted to, but we're going to come down a couple of breaks if you'd like. So take an inhale, and on the exhale, you can slowly release any clasped hands and come down. If you wanted to stay, you certainly could stay the whole time. There will be 2 more. And then gently press into the feet, and on the inhale, lift the hips again and hold and breathe here. Hands can clasp if you like. Gently on an exhale, release any clasped hands and lower the hips down. Just pausing. One more time into bridge. Press into the feet, and on an inhale, lift the hips up. Clasp the hands if you need more sensation. Take an inhale here, and on an exhale, gently release any clasped hands and lower the hips down. Then bring your feet together and your knees out wide just for a breath or for a couple of breaths. Take a big inhale and a big sigh. And again, big inhale and big sigh. And then we want to make sure that the parasympathetic nervous system is turned on for your day. So we help by doing that by dropping the diaphragm out from underneath the rib cage and make sure that you're having diaphragmatic breathing, as that helps signal the parasympathetic nervous system to be engaged. So we're going to, on the inhale, breathe into the lower abdomen until you feel it expand like a little Buddha. And then inhale into your rib cage, and inhale up into your chest and shoulders, and exhale out through your mouth and release it. And again, inhale lower abdomen, inhale rib cage, inhale chest and shoulders, exhale out through the mouth. Last one, inhale low belly, inhale rib cage, inhale chest and shoulders. Now inhale more if you can. Keep inhaling as much as you can, and then hold it as long as you want, and let you release big sigh whenever you want. Gently on an inhale, bring the knees back up to center. Exhaling here. And then press into the feet, lift the hips up, and shift them over to the right. Lay them back down and bring the knees into the chest and take them over to the left. Take the arms out to a T. Your right arm can extend to the right side of your room, and the left hand behind the right knee can give it a tug towards the left side. 3 more breaths here. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, bring the legs up. I think I may have reversed that, but anyway, we're going to switch to the other side. Push into the feet, lift the hips up, shift them over to the left, and drop the knees over to the right. The left arm will extend to the left side of the room, and the right hand can come behind the left knee and gently tug it towards the right. And you have a few breaths here. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, bring that left arm over by the right so you're in a fetal position on your right side. Pause here for a breath or two. Separating the hands, the left palm comes to the mat, or to the floor. Start to push into it, right hand under the body, and shift the knees under the body to face the back of the room into child. And we're going to pull forward. So inhale, pull forward for the length of the mat, and exhale, lower to the belly. And then you're going to lay your left ear on the mat and bring your right knee up as if you were in tree on the floor. And this is where we're taking our savasana today. And of course, if you don't want this, you could return to your back. But belly time is very important for the parasympathetic nervous system as well, and tones the internal organs. So just relax and breathe here. There's no ujjayi breath anymore. So I guess no conscious breathing here. Just let go. If you're worried, you will be on that other side for equal time. So just relax here. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, let your right leg extend out by your left, and bring your forehead to the earth with hands stacking one on top of the other. Forehead's on the hands, and there's space for the nose. And it's just a breath here. It's just a neutralizing and a centering. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, separate the arms. Lay the right ear on the mat, and the left knee comes up. And relax here. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, extend the left foot out by the right, forehead to the earth with hands stacked, and pause. Then start to separate the hands behind the shoulders, push back to child. Hold here for a couple of breaths. And then slowly make your way up to seated. And we'll close off the practice. Close off with a cleansing breath, a Om, and a cleansing breath, and then we'll do our little namaste thing. So palms face up to receive, face down to close off. Take a big inhale and a big sigh. And if you'd like to join us for an Om, it's on the exhale. Inhale if you choose. Inhale, and then big sigh, let it go. Allow your hands to come to heart center. Thank you so much for letting me share in your yoga practice and for you sharing your spirit, breath, energy, and heart. May we be mindful that we each have a mission here on this earth, and may we be mindful that we're supported. Namaste and namaste. Thank you for joining us here today with some Dana Yoga. We appreciate your presence, and thank you for our instructors and our crew.